statement, please.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to credit Troy. I think they were in the third quarter. They were good at what they're good at, which is getting the ball to the rim. And they got a lot of offensive rebounds on the times we got them to miss in that quarter. They got the offensive rebound and made it. 11 for 20 from three. That was difficult to deal with. That's a good shooting night. It's a good shooting night. So, I think that our last couple games we've leveled. I thought we played pretty emotional in a stretch of games, and I think it happened at times tonight. Some of that goes to them. They put us in a tough spot, but I do think that that stuff is improving. I thought our preparation leading into today was improved from what it's been. I thought we started well, and just physically we got pretty muscled in the third quarter, and got to be able to adjust to that and find a way to find stops.
I thought you guys did good in the first half, being able to not turn the ball over. What do you think changed in that third quarter where Troy was able to get out the passing lanes a bit more?
I mean, we just had a couple loose turnovers where we just threw it to them, and that was part of it too. We can't have live ball turnovers against anybody, but you certainly can't do it against them. And so I don't know. I mean, you got to take care of the ball, and we did a nice job of that. The game got kind of ugly in the second half, and sometimes you turn it over when it's a little bit faster. But I thought in the third quarter some of those were we played not quite as strong and tough with the ball. They went to man in the third quarter, and we just had a couple soft passes.
Rowe obviously had a big game, 29. Abby had 19. But after that, it kind of falls off. The third up had 7 points. Just how hard is it to compete against teams in this conference when it kind of seems like they're relying on?
Well, every league's the same. I mean, that's a good basketball team. You can put them in about any league in the country, and they're a good basketball team. But you're right, we struggled to score baskets after those, and our three-point shooting is not what I believe we're capable of. And I thought we had open looks, and they have to find a routine, and they've got to be solid mentally about the makes and the misses, and you got to reload and try to play better next time.
And on a positive note, though, I mean, freshman Meredith Mayer, she hit a couple big threes. Is it kind of promising seeing a young girl like that coming out and having a performance like that?
Well, she's in there because we know she can do that. She can score the ball, and she rebounds it pretty well. She'll get better in all areas of the game, and so I thought her and Ashley provided some length that I thought we needed tonight. Ashley hasn't played much, and I thought she played in the manner that I wanted her to tonight. She played within herself. She was pretty physical and long, and so out of that, if you look at that position, we got 11 from that 4 spot between those two, and that's helpful. So we're kind of playing a lot of people. You see that. A little bit of that is trying to find who's going to step up and take the reins, so to speak. But we got to keep getting better, keep growing.
When they started going, sorry,
Go ahead.
When they started going on that run in the third quarter, you guys called a timeout. What was kind of the message to the girls in that moment?
They just got to dig in. I mean, they got to dig in. We couldn't get a basket, and so you try to get them to take a couple deep breaths and get their emotions under control. And we got to find a way to get a stop, and we got to find a way to get a basket, and then you got to do it again. And defensively, you can't win giving up 87. You can't win giving up 90 points. So I think it starts with that. And when we were playing well, this was a good defensive team, and we weren't that tonight. But once again, going back to them, they shot the ball very well for them. Any team. I mean, they were over 50% from three on quite a few attempts. And if you look at what they do really well, they're long. They're the best rebounding team in the country from an offensive rebounding perspective. So, was listening to a coach on a podcast today, and he's right. You have to choose to give up something, and you have to hope they don't do what they did, which is go 11 for 20. But going back to it, they still beat us at the basket in the third quarter. They didn't make a three in the third quarter. So, we have to do what we were trying to do better the next time, so it's not 27-11 in that one rough quarter.
Did you feel like the bad offense led to the defense giving up? Or did you feel like the defensive intensity was consistent throughout?
Yeah, I don't know that I have a great feel for that without watching it. I thought we couldn't get a stop. I thought they were jamming it to the rim and doing what they wanted. And, if you score, I thought they scored 5 or 6 possessions in a row. And if you do that, typical college basketball, that's not going on both ends. So that's going to be a run when they do that. So probably the fact that we couldn't get a stop. But a couple live ball turnovers too, where it was just a run-out layup. So those situations, you can't set your defense. You're not getting a stop because there's just a layup drill.
They pressed a lot there in the first half, and they have 10 players with double figures in minutes. Was fatigue at all a factor early in the third quarter, maybe? Or?
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know. I think our kids can play. I think they're in good enough condition. I just think they did a nice job of doing the things they wanted to do, and we weren't as sharp in that quarter.
Is everybody good? All right, thank you all.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
Thank you.